Good morning, traders. Captain Jim James here with your daily brief. First off, I bet some of you woke up this morning in shock where the market is. Some of you shouldn't be in shock, though, where the market is. Yesterday's video detailed where to go long and then also where to take a short. Now, I'm going to take you quickly over to that chart over here. We knew to buy this R1 area down here, 462, and to ride this up, right? Got out of our longs. I asked at the end of the day on Twitter if anyone thought we would dip below and come above. We also know that the trigger point to go short was above here at this 467.89 level, which we did come up here, tag, and then sell off into this morning. So if you followed that video yesterday, you should be waking up wealthy this morning. Of course, I didn't take that my own advice, and I wound up taking a long into close yesterday, literally right after, I think it was at the bell or just after the bell. I was hoping it would sell off slightly more in these after hours and then into the overnight and come back up to tag at the bell this morning. That didn't happen. We ended up going up in the middle of the night. What that led to was an algo triggered sell-off into this morning. Now, that's on me, of course, but I'm here to be buying these bottoms for where we are. Okay, I'm trying to buy them down here, and I'm also trying to buy them down here in the coming day or days as we move forward. Rather than buying tops after we rocket up 100, 150 points, I'm trying to catch this next run up as we move forward. So there is some good news if you are a bull that you will see in the coming day to 3 days, probably between now and Friday, you're going to see some semblance of a bottom, believe it or not. I know you don't want to believe that or hear that, and some of you are in some pain today. There is some light at the end of the tunnel, though. There's a fair chance that we're going to go up a little bit this morning before continuing to sell down. I'll get into that in a little bit here, but what I want to show you is the economic calendar. You need to be aware of this, of course. We've got Fed Chair Powell today. Bulls seem to think that'll turn the market. That he's going to get ultra cool bullish today. That's a possibility. We do have a bunch of bear, little Fed chairs coming out, or Fed presidents coming out the rest of the week. And we have some important numbers today, Wednesday, Thursday, and even into Friday. These could be moments for pause in the market if we push up today, or they could drive us down even deeper along with Fed Chair Powell. We also have them today, and we have them on Wednesday. So keep this stuff in mind as we move forward. I'm going to take you to the ES chart over here. I had one person on Twitter this morning say this is a double bottom. It's possible it's a double bottom. I'm not going to discount that. I do think, we do know that right now where we are, there's a fair chance that we're going to move up today, at least at the open, to somewhere within this 4630, 4635, let's call it, area before the shorts get really heavy to take us down even deeper. Ultimately, the bears want us down around this 45.50 level, somewhere down in here. If they could really get down to 45.20, that's a dream, I guess. But really, in reality, what I'm looking for is somewhere around this 45.50 as being max pain. So my plan for today is to try to unfuck myself from the open. Hopefully, if you are a bull and you took long into close yesterday, that you can unwind yourself from this position at some point this morning and take another short going short down here. If we start to sell off right at the opening bell, you might as well just cut your losses. There could also be a fake out at the open, and then we move up to this area here. This would shake out some fearful bulls. But for myself personally, I'm going to hold up until this zone here and then sell my longs in IWM that I have and play it from there. Wait for Fed Chair Powell to be done. If that rockets us up, I'll take another long up here. Now, I'm going to show you this. I already showed you this chart from yesterday, right? You can actually already see us moving up into this zone up here. I'm going to show you, though, the chart on the cash market, what to be looking for, because the support and resistance levels change every day. And you can see we're already coming up into this area right here, right? You're going to be looking to ride this up this morning, up into this 46.430, 46.450, somewhere in here. 46.324 to 46.350, somewhere in this zone up here. You're going to look to ride this up. get yourself out of whatever bad positioning you're in, and then I'm gonna short this down hopefully into the 45. My target down here is 45. 074, 45, 181, somewhere down in this zone, heading into today and the rest of the week into Friday. Now, I don't care when we hit this area down here. It could be today, it could be Friday, but this is where looks like we're headed right now. If JPOW turns stuff around today, when we're up in this area, I'll take longs again. This is the area, though, that we want to be taking our long positions, even if you're getting burned and smoked. I know that a lot of you out there are losing faith right now, but there's a big difference in lasting in this market and not lasting in this market. And with that, as we get further lower and lower, I'm going to put more and more risk on into these long positions rather than buying tops. So I know personally, I believe and know that at some points, either here or down below here, that we're going to make a run for much higher numbers. We're actually going to make a run minimum to this 47,452, if not much higher. So it's a matter of how much am I putting on? Am I putting 10% on, 20% on, 30% on? Are they just day trades? Are they weeklies? Are they monthlies? And then how much do I press on this? So as we get closer over here, if you are a bull, know one thing. At some point, the market could be on fire this week, and I'm going to be on Twitter saying, okay, I just went 100% in my account to take this long right here. And I'm sure I'm going to hear inside my feed, you're crazy, don't do that, you know. But this is where we take longs. This is where things get dangerous. This is where you get burnt catching knives. And one of these times, one of these here or down here, and it was even possible here, that we're going to just go long and it's just going to continue to rip. We know this, okay? So keep your chins up today. I will be here trading with you all day long. If I see any changes, if I start to sell out of my position above here today, I'll post about it on Twitter. If we come up here, begin to sell off, I'm going to sell out, and then I'm going to, and if we just start trading sideways, I'll wait for this sideways trade to make my next move above. If I was a bear, I would be taking my profit right at the open. And remember what I also told you earlier was that there's a chance that there's a fake out right at the bell, and then we move up to this zone above. Okay? Now, another thing, too, is we're not at an OPEX day. Sometimes we get some sideways movement. That's possible as well. So that's option number 3, right, or plan Z, that we don't make much movement today, that we go sideways, believe it or not, that we're waiting on JPOW, as they say. If that's the case and we start to go sideways, I might cut my calls loose as well, because that will just burn interest as people sell out. One last thing, if any of you followed me on that IWM play yesterday, I wanted to show you the RTY chart, and this is starting to confirm that we've hit bottom in small caps, and we really want the participation of small caps for the turn in the market. We hit some key numbers in the overnight over here. Even if SPY starts to trade sideways or even slightly down today, I'm looking for small caps to start to hold this area over here today, so that this can make the turn that will carry SPY with it either today or later into the week. Now, I bought, see my little cursor down here? I bought my calls right at the bell yesterday, way down here, right? And we're already pretty close to coming back to salvage some of this. So I'm going to look for small caps to regain some footing today and try to get myself out of that position. Now, I'm also going to be looking for interest in those calls. If whoever bought that $1 million in calls, if they just remove them, or if they keep them, or if they shift them to a more in-the-money call with more time on them, any kind of shifts or changes in where those calls are, I'll post about it on Twitter today. If the interest is gone, I'm going to sell out of that position today as well. So that's a message for any of you out there that took that trade with IWM yesterday. As of right now, I'm looking right for the open on that trade to see if they stay inside those calls, if they double down on those calls, or if they move their position or just pull them. Good luck today. I will see you out there.